Welcome to the TIES Center. The TIES Center is the National Technical Assistance Center on inclusive practices and policies for students with significant cognitive disabilities. TIES captures the goals of the center and inclusive education. T is for time, increasing the number of students with significant cognitive disabilities in general education classrooms at least 80% of the school day. I stands for instructional effectiveness. By supporting collaboration across general education and special education and focusing on evidence-based instruction, so all students access the general education curriculum in a way that meets their individual learning needs. E stands for engagement. Engagement with the general education standards-based curriculum and engagement with age grade peers. S stands for support. Supporting states, districts, and schools to build inclusive K-8 systems that are sustainable for each and every student. Research has shown that students with significant cognitive disabilities have greater gains in academics and life outcomes when educated in general education than in separate classrooms. However, national data continues to show that almost all students with significant cognitive disabilities are educated in separate classrooms. The TIES Center works to eliminate this research to practice gap. The TIES Center has 7 core values that include equal value for all students, a common educational experience in general education, high expectations for instruction and learning based in the general education curriculum, ongoing collaboration between special education, general education, and families, the importance of district leadership to prioritize teaching and learning for all students in schools, a sustainable culture of inclusion at the state and district levels, and continuous improvement. TIES regularly works with multiple stakeholders to identify an array of needs, hear their voices, and develop resources to meet those needs. This photo is of a father and his 2 sons, one who has significant cognitive disabilities. TIES develops resources to support family understanding of what inclusive education means. Families can share these resources with their districts and schools. The second photo shows a teacher sitting on the floor with a group of primary students. A young girl with a disability is standing and actively participating in the learning. Educators are central to students learning in inclusive schools. This third photo is of a diverse team sitting at a table. It conveys TIES support for states, districts, school administrators, and teams to collaborate in building inclusive systems. TIES Center resources support the vision of what is possible, capture the resource and knowledge that underlies inclusion, and share implementation strategies. This visual of a circle divided into quadrants identifies the 4 primary content areas you will find on the TIES Center website. 1, inclusive instruction, including evidence-based practices, universal design for learning, strategies for collaboration, and practices that can be used during in-person or distance learning. 2, systems change for inclusive education, including leadership, structures, processes, and resources at the state, district, and school levels to create inclusive systems. 3, communication supports, supporting the importance of every child having a way to meaningfully express themselves, to make choices, build relationships, and access learning. 4, peer relationships, strategies to increase peer engagement for students with significant cognitive disabilities with age grade level peers to build belonging and enhance learning. TIES resources are free and come in different formats, including reports focused on literature reviews and policy papers. The cover of this report shows a teacher sitting on the floor teaching her class. One of the general education students is a young boy with Down syndrome. Briefs that take the key content in the research and apply it to practice. The photo on the cover of this brief shows a teacher helping 2 students, a girl and a boy who has a disability. TIES Inclusive Practice Series or TIPS on both the foundational principles of inclusive education and communication support go into more detail and apply key content to practice at the classroom level. The logo of the series is shown. Several video series, one for parents on supporting learning at home, and a series as part of its Inclusive Leadership series. This image is the title slide for a parent video on helping your child with the foundations of reading at home. It shows a young boy with a disability sitting cross-legged reading a book. Check out the TIES Center website for multiple resources on inclusive education for students with significant cognitive disabilities. For more information, sign up for the TIES Center newsletter, follow us on Facebook, and check out our YouTube channel. The TIES Center is funded through a 5-year cooperative agreement from OSEP, U.S. Department of Education. Our partners include the National Center on Educational Outcomes, the Arizona Department of Education, CAST, the University of Cincinnati, the University of Kentucky, the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, and the University of North Carolina, Greensboro.